Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Singularity Roleplay, where we're here, we're queer, and there's nothing to fear. I will be your camp counselor for this evening and during your entire stay with us here, and you can call me Meg or Meg Mysteria if you're feeling formal about it. Before we play popcorn and get everyone to introduce themselves, I wanted to clear up a few rules and misconceptions about camp. If we had to pretend we're a summer camp in a movie, it would be rated M for mature, so if you're easily upset by any of the following topics, we highly encourage you to step away and take all the time you need to in order to take care of yourself. Stop and check in with the camp nurse, hang out under the trees with a friend, whatever aftercare you need. Topics that may be brought up while on campgrounds may include, but is not limited to the following: homophobia, transphobia, hate crimes, hate speech, gore, death, general violence, discriminatory speech and violence, and the mention and use of particular slurs. Please understand that all campers are aware of these topics and that we have multiple safety tools in place for them to use, and they will always have a direct access to me as their lead counselor. And we will make sure that they have all the time and aftercare needed to recover from anything that might cause them to feel unsettled while here at camp. We'll play ball a bit here shortly. I've just got one more announcement. This camp takes medical treatment for cancer very seriously, and this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tonight we'll be accepting donations on behalf of BCRF, the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. If you take a look at the bulletin board below us and in the chat, there will be a button you can press to donate and shake things up for our cast. Okay, campers, toss around the talking stick and introduce ourselves. And while you're at it, what extent would you go to win? We're going to start with Alan today.
Hey everybody, my name's Alan, the All-Seeing Eye, and I am playing the lovable Kenny, who is a teddy bear. Unless you piss him off, then he's a real bear. And me personally, I will use any and every method to win, including cheating. But Kenny is more honorable than I am. I think he's going to be... I think he's going to be kind of fight fair, play on the same level ground, that sort of bullshit. I'm going to popcorn it off to Elsie.
Hi, I'm Elsie. I play Sabrina, and I think I'm supposed to answer a question after this, right? What I would do to win is I do my best. Honestly, I do my best, and that's about it. And if I fail, I fail. I guess that sucks for me. But Sabrina is a little bit the opposite of Kenny, and she would also do anything it takes to win. Mostly tries not to cheat, but definitely isn't above. Okay, it's like ethical cheating. It's like where it's a questionable moral line where it's like, yeah, okay, but consider you don't get caught, or consider you can't prove it. So that's me. Also, maybe I'm a little bit like that too. I don't know. It depends. I guess it really depends. Sometimes I'm like, close enough. I'm not gonna get into that. That's fine. I'm gonna popcorn it off to Danny.
Hello. Hi, I'm Danny's Corner, and I couldn't find the mute button until just now. Today I'll be playing Liza, somebody who is totally fine and not nervous or socially anxious or awkward at all, and was not going to be very concerned or very worried when her friends come back to camp and has to explain shenanigans that have occurred in their life while she wasn't there. However, how far would we go to... Hold on, wait, what was... How far... Wait, what was the... How did you word the question? How far would you go to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
What extent would you go to win?
Oh, extent, okay. Me, Danny, I'm very competitive. Would I cheat? Liza, on the other hand, is also very... she's competitive, but more internally. She's sort of, it's more competitive in the sense that she wants to impress people. So she would go as far as not cheating, but she would push very, very hard. Yeah, well, put it like that. She would push very, very hard to win and impress people. And I'm gonna take this talking stick. I don't have a stick. This is my pen. I'm gonna take this. I'm going to hand it over to Vermin.
I am the legendary Vermin. I'm as legendary Vermin all over the internet. Tonight I'm going to be playing Mickey, and Mickey. Okay, well, so me, I am a huge egoist, and so I want to beat you fair and square because it's like a huge like power trip for me to do so. I don't think Mickey's like that. I think Mickey
Uh-oh.
is like there to have fun, but will accidentally cheat by smoking the other team out because we're just all here to have fun, and Mickey's used to that, but maybe they aren't. And of course, popcorn down to Sin.
Hey, that's me. I'm Sen, Synthetic. Synthetic 20 on all the social media that matters. And I am playing Pat. I use they, them pronouns. Pat uses she, her. And as far as myself, I don't care about winning because my superiority to anyone else is not determined by competitive contests. It just is or is not, and I'm fine with that. As far as Pat goes, she has similar feelings for the most part, unless it is important to the people she cares about, and then she will do anything it takes to make them happy. And I think that brings us back to Meg.
Those bring it back to me. And I think we're going to take a second and go to intermission. As you probably noticed, we've got a little bit of tech issues happening. So we're going to pull back for a couple minutes and see if we can't address that.
Sorry. Give me 1 sec here. I'm going to try something.
Everybody. No. Sorry, I'm reflecting on memes here, but we are back. We've settled the tech issues. Poor Alan has been turned into a goose. But I promise he is still here. So, we're picking up basically immediately after you guys get back from camp. The bus rolls up, and some of the director meets you guys outside, and not really taking information at the
instead of muted.
Can you hear us now?
Oh, wait for it.
How are we? Okay.
So they
I know
love
I
the
can-
overlay.
I can
Yep,
hear
yep.
us now.
Sound great.
We're back. We're back.
Hey, okay, good.
Heyo.
good.
Okay, so to recap, everybody's back at the camp. It's right after you're getting back from going out into town, and well, the counselors are going to talk to Director White, and Meg has pointed everyone to the nurse's station and told them to just go and get cleaned up.
And I'm going to rephrase what I said to Meg because I realized it was very Alan and not very Pat. Pat's going to say, I got you a card. Here.
Thank you. We need to do that.
I kind of did.
I'll hold on to it and take a look later.
And then she'll follow Mickey, who is heading.
Yeah. So used to being pointed in a direction by an adult and told to walk shamefully that away. Also, I think Kian would agree that wherever we end up, at some point, Mickey and Finley are awkwardly holding hands, but probably kind of indecisive about when it should start and stop.
Dig it.
Yeah, you know.
Kenny is definitely prouder than he should be.
No, Kenny is the right amount of proud. If Kenny's chin is held high, Mickey will like at some point kind of like elbow and be like, "You kick so much ass."
Thanks.
But only when there's not an adult nearby.
I'm in so much trouble.
I mean, at least we all are, right? Violence
Yeah.
cabin.
Violence cabin.
Wait, am I in trouble?
Almost certainly.
You
I
were.
didn't do anything.
You ran
Yeah.
after the kids, didn't you?
Yeah, but I just kind of stood there.
Well, that's because Pat knocked them all out before you got there.
That's so true. That's so fucking true.
Don't you dare try to get out of this, Sabrina. If one of us is going down for this, all of us are.
I have just realized the connection of violence and Violet Cabin.
Didn't
And
we
I'm
make
willing
that
to
comment?
admit that.
That's been a joke for like 3 months. Sin, please. Sin, please.
Hey, sometimes pun brain doesn't activate.
Look, my pun brain is never activated.
My wife is the same way.
Here's the thing. Maybe I realized it in previous months and then forgot about it, and I'm relearning
Oh,
about
what
it.
a
Oh.
It's
gift.
a possibility.
What a fucking gift. The neurodivergent gift.
Love to
All right,
learn
Meg,
about
I'm sorry.
something 3 times.
Here we go again. Y'all, we've missed a month and we're coming back and Meg's gonna kill us again because we can't do anything in this game because we derail every 5 minutes. There's
Pat
too
just
much
turns
ADHD
back-
here.
Pat just turns back to Sabrina. You coming?
No, I didn't do anything though. Kick like a fucking rock and be like,
I feel like we have to run the tapes. I don't know that Sabrina didn't do anything.
I didn't. I was like, wait, why is everybody running? And then I went after everybody, and then everybody was fucking fighting, and she's just like,
Oh, that's
the
true
fucking,
because
the community gif.
fucking Finley, Mickey, and Pat were there first.
Yep.
But that was after Kenny brained someone.
Yep.
Look, it's not about who started or ended what fights. What it's really about is the fact that when we get to the nurse's office,
Yeah.
we're we're all a little bit fucked up.
And Liza's there.
Open door.
Poor Liza.
So just to ask, what does when they enter the nurse's office first? Counselor Meg, what duties would Liza have been given to do around?
Nurse Jackson would probably have you sorting through some of the like quick access medication supplies, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're probably within sight of the main door once it opens.
Got you. And how bad does everybody look real quick? What's the scene? What's the rating of concern that should be concerned?
What? Kenny, you had like the most fighting happen, right?
Yeah, pretty sure my hand's broken.
Yeah.
Another
really-
one?
Yeah.
That's right.
Kenny has magically regrowing hands. It's fine.
It's okay. You should see the other guy.
Let's say Mickey has like road rash, but like is otherwise pretty okay.
Pat's mostly looking like slightly disheveled because she was throwing people into people.
Sabrina
think-
is fine.
I vaguely recall Finley like really going at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe like Finley
Definitely
has
some
like a
bruising
black eye
and-
or something.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. So, the door opens, and Liza's first thought is seeing Figure, and then recognizing Figures as friends and going, "Oh, my friends!" in her mind, and putting down the documents she was working on, and taking approximately 3 steps before she realizes there's something incorrect with the scene here. So Liza steps forward and is like, "Hi!"
We're back.
Pat just steps up. I got you a card.
This takes it.
Now, does the card apologize for everybody's state?
No. The card was written beforehand. Well, actually, the card was written after, but she didn't think of that.
What happened?
Some people were assholes.
Yeah. We beat up some homophobes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah! Yeah! High five. Both of them go ow.
Yeah.
Kenny, is your hand out of place? Hold on. And then Liza will.
It's just a little broken. It's all good.
That's not how anatomy. Hi, hello, welcome back. I am now going to help you all immediately. If you could, please come with me. Hi. Well, I mean, not all. I mean, I guess Kenny first. Hi, please. Everybody else, please, if you could, please take a seat. And I'm going to tell Nurse Jackson that we have, and then it will be okay, and then you all will be fine. So everybody, please take a seat. Make sure you do not move around too much as to not maybe disturb any injuries that you already have, or any bruising that may be applicable at this very moment that
You can
is
take care
occurring.
of this. Like, if you've just got some like gauze and alcohol, I can get the road rash. Is not a biggie.
You know, see, but even with road rashes, there's a chance of infection, especially because I am not aware of the length of time. And see, I'm taking up even more time by trying to explain this all to you because you're not sitting down like I'm asking you to. So I would like you if you could please.
Okay. And Mickey will sit down.
Fetch the Bactine!
Kat sat down at the initial request.
Oh. Does Sabrina sit down?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. Kenny needs a hospital, and everybody else needs tetanus shots. I'm just sitting here like, y'all, we didn't go back. We should have gone to the hospital. This camp don't have no X-ray.
Fine.
Oh, it's
I'm
fine. I've had one of
I
these
literally
before.
just have like gravel in spots where you shouldn't have gravel. It's fine.
Wow, that's such a concerning thing to say. I'll be right back. And Liza's going to try and lead Kenny, like not touch too much because she doesn't want to further like cause any more like pressure to like anything that might hurt. So, but she's just trying to guide him to a room to be medicated. Get medicated, bozo.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry for the actual
we're-
healthcare professional that we are causing mental distress to currently in our conversation.
As soon as Liza's out of the room, Mickey's gonna look to see where the nearest like first aid kit is, and just like pop it off the shelf. Because Mickey, she's had to like clean out road rash plenty. So it's just like, oh yeah, gauze, alcohol, wipe.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Bactine.
Whatever it is. You call it alcohol because that's
Different organic compound, vermin. One is ETOH and the other's H2O2.
well,
Little Sally
They
was a
both-
chemist. Now she is no more. What
They
she
do the
thought
same
was
thing.
H2O was H2SO4.
I like that.
So different.
And that's the song that brings Singularity down.
there's yeah, but like and to that effect, I think that Mickey, because she knows that Kenny is like actually fucking hurt and may also have like glass somewhere, because I remember breaking a
he
glass
does.
bottle.
Yeah, he does.
Is happy as a clam to just like do the minor stuff, because Mickey's also been in like little fights. This stuff is easy. You got a first aid kit, Mickey can give you the whole world.
Yeah.
Kat's 100% like, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is her element, so she's happier in this than she has been in a while.
I'm making the call that there is at least one cute moment of Mickey and or Finley tending one another's wounds. I don't know what that looks like exactly, but I'll leave it up to you. It's a cute.
I'll
moment.
answer for Kian. It's Finley does it badly in a really cute fashion, and is acts all ashamed about it, but tries to be tough and tsundere. And that's Finley for Kian, because we share a brain cell. And I'm really excited for Kian to see this and then tell me how wrong I am. Or right.
All right.
I feel like there's a 50-50 chance.
So you guys settle down in what is effectively the waiting room. Mickey has snatched a first aid kit and some cleaning, some alcohol. And Liza is taking Kenny back into a pseudo room, and you guys hear the door to an office towards the back of the cabin open, and Nurse Jackson steps out and is like, Liza, is everything okay? Okay, what happened to you?
So, people in my cabin apparently got into a fight, into an encounter while they were out in town, and I believe it was Kenny and Finley that may have taken the worst of it. So I was hoping that you could potentially help with Kenny, because I believe his hand may be broken. I believe there's also glass on his arm that is embedded in his arm. It doesn't really look like there's been any like internal injury, but I guess I haven't had like a good proper way to really inspect anything, because we're the resources we have and a time that I could research something or look into things in the couple seconds that it took us to walk here is very minimal. But of course I defer to you and your medical expertise to let me know what I can do, and if you would like, I can also find Finley, and hopefully they have not moved from where they are sitting, as I told them to sit down so as to not injure anything else. And I can bring them here, or I can conduct my own examination as you work on Kenny, or we can do it is up to you. And please, that is the situation as it stands.
I love that Nurse Jackson let all of that get out.
You should just let it happen.
It
Okay.
was like a flute solo. I think I heard a trill in there.
You okay?
I've never. So much. to
Oh
me.
my
Thank you.
god.
She says, okay, I can take a look at Kenny if you want to take a look at your other cabin mates, see what's going on with them, and I trust you to do some initial cleaning, and if it's not that bad, treatment.
Yes, it looks like for the most part, except for Kenny, and maybe there's a fly, sorry, except for Kenny and maybe, Finley, that, just a proper examination and cleaning, and some bandaging is in order, and otherwise it should be, fine. Just an examination to ensure that there's nothing that is hidden away, or perhaps, unseen.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Kenny, is it okay? Do you want me to stay with you, or is it okay if I go back?
You're totally fine. I've had worse. It's just a little glass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the glass.
Okay. That's still bad for this present moment. So I'm going to hope it is not infected, and please just follow what Nurse Jackson says. Thank you so much. And I am
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, if you need anything, I will be in the lobby if any assistance is needed.
Thanks. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine. I'm totally fine here.
I just don't think that I can medically agree with that on a professional level, unfortunately. I from an analysis, it's just you are not physically fine, and it could be worse if it is not treated. So please take any and all injury very seriously.
Okay.
So,
And then
Nurse,
as well.
so Nurse Jackson opens a cabinet and pulls some supplies out. General cleaning, or like alcohol, soap, and all that to clean the wounds, and tweezers start to help deal with pulling out glass, and what looks like a splint, a brace, like a hand brace. Okay, let's take a look at this and see what we've got. And Kenny, did you hurt the same hand that you already hurt, or did you hurt your good hand?
I think I probably would have broken the splint. Sorry for the noise in the background. I would have broken the splint on my bad hand. But I also probably did cut my hand up pretty good with my good one.
Now, what happened to being careful?
I don't know what happened to racist homophobes not getting what they deserve. Sorry, that was mean.
That's generally left for the adults to worry about.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't think I'm the one that you need to be apologizing to. In my opinion, they probably deserved it.
You're not wrong.
Let's just make sure your hand's not actually broken.
Well, it feels fantastic.
Ha ha. And she gets to work first dealing with pulling out the glass and cleaning up that hand, getting it wrapped and bandaged before tentatively working with the other one, gingerly feeling if things are in place and getting you into a brace.
Thanks. This sucks.
It's gonna hurt for a while.
Worth it.
Suppose if that's all that matters is if it was worth it.
Listen, I would do that again in a heartbeat.
As much as I understand it, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll end up picking a fight you won't win.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Let's go check in on your cabin mates. And what's going on out front?
Mickey is about to light a joint as soon as Liza is walking back in.
I think now that the adrenaline is wearing off, also Pat is realizing that she's at least got one scrape back behind her arm.
So it's okay.
Oh, sorry, I'll go outside.
No, it's okay. That's fine. No, it's okay. It's okay. Have you did you already clean your
Mickey definitely already has a band-aid on a knee and an elbow and looks totally fine, taken care of. Can't speak for everybody else.
Okay, that should suffice for now. I will, Finley! Oh, Finley also, you, I mean, that's okay.
This part very good. You should probably redo that.
Okay. I can tell. And then she will, go and, work on Finley first, since I'm assuming Finley looks to be the second most beat up. And we'll essentially, me, Danny, don't know med talk. Me, no have medical brain. But they're going through a whole procedure and making sure there's no hidden anything. Actually, there's nothing out of place, nothing that maybe was infected or anything. Yeah, I'm getting a thumbs up. That means I'm doing good.
Nice.
After cleaning any bruises or scrapes, we'll bandage whatever needs to be bandaged, and will recommend pain medication if Finley needs it.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, Mickey sits down next to Finley, and they are holding hands. Does Liza notice? And does Liza say anything?
Truly, no. Liza is so deep set in this work mode. Like she goes from being like all panicky, and then suddenly she's not like trying to half smile anymore. She is dead focused. She seems very like procedure. Until Finley seems at least taken care of. And once that happens, she will go, okay, Pat, yeah, is it okay if I just take a look just to see if there's any thing, any broken skin, anything like that?
Yeah, sure. And she'll roll up her sleeve where she did find a scrape of her own.
Mm-hmm. Liza will. Sorry.
Face.
I know I'm laughing at Fervent.
I was trying not to laugh.
Liza will go over and notice that, and will immediately go to cleaning that and bandaging that. Again, very silent, very. There's no like panicky or whatever. They seem their hands are steady as they do this. And then they'll check if Pat has any more bruises on the other arm and anywhere else. But if not, she'll say, do you feel okay? Is it irritating? Is there any burning sensation, anything like that?
No. You want to check, see if I have a fever?
I mean, actually, I was about to, but I was gonna ask you first because that's a part of the examination. So yes, I mean, just in case, because even in like a lot of street fights, and as she's doing that, for once, Liza is talking as she goes to check to rest her hand on your forehead to see if you have a fever, or if you feel warmer than you should, and I will say, I know there's some cases where, I mean, I didn't know the exact uh position you all were in. I don't know, maybe it could have been, I mean, you're not wet, so it probably wouldn't have been raining. But you know, things could happen and there's reactions to things. There could have been something in the area that you were allergic to that you scraped up against and it starts a reaction, but you don't know until it gets too big, and I would like to avoid that as well. So even small things I want to take very seriously. It doesn't look like you have a fever though.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm imagining this scene is like the is happening with the hands still on the forehead and Liza being a little bit taller in this situation.
In this
Am I
moment.
like sitting right
In this
there?
one moment, yeah. I don't know, are you?
I think that'd be really funny.
I think that you're all
Because-
sitting in. Yeah, I think you're sitting right there.
It's like it's just Sabrina doing the Andy Dwyer gif all over again, just every single fucking time it happens. It's so good. She's just like,
This GIF. I gotta find out what this GIF is.
Their
Every
faces
time.
get like very close. But then Liza will move away and say, it looks like you're good, but if something changes or I miss something, because I could have missed something with everybody, that just let me know.
I don't think it'd be possible for you to make a mistake.
Oh. I mean, I've made a lot of. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for the card. I need to read it. Sorry, I didn't mean to just take it and then not properly say thank you or acknowledge it. I did acknowledge it. It was very kind. and I will read it. I just wanted to make sure everybody was okay.
Of course.
Sabrina, are you okay?
Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh,
Not
okay.
that fighting was wrong, but I shouldn't be in trouble. But I'm fine. I'm okay.
Okay.
I didn't
Let
fight.
me
This time.
set something straight for you. Right. Well, let me clear something up for you right now. It doesn't matter if you didn't do anything. Even if you're just there, people will be like, hooligan.
Hooligan. Oh yeah. All right. I'm used to being called that. Hooligan. Exactly that phrasing too. Thank you.
Look. And then Mickey will just like stare off into space. Never
talk.
finish that sentence.
Just good talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mickey, can I check if you have a fever?
Check if he has or she has a concussion.
Liza will go over because in her mind, literally, she doesn't pick up on awkward. She picks up on person was hurt. They're acting weird. That means something happened. So they have to they go to make sure Mickey isn't like sick.
Mickey's still sitting there like with the joint out. Yeah, sure, you can check me for a fever.
Okay. She puts a hand on your forehead. You don't feel warm, and how when everybody's been talking, it doesn't sound like any of your breaths has been labored at all. And then she like if you start to smoke, she's like leaning awake. So that's good. And Sabrina, are you sure is I can still check if maybe you scraped something or
I was an innocent bystander watching a work of art happen.
okay, that's
Mickey will lean past and just mouth, let her check.
Do it.
Okay.
In
I
2023, it would be let her cook.
Let her cook.
Let her
cook. I will let Liza cook.
Let our friend who is good at medicals do her thing.
Yep.
It's
Let her the medicals. Me too. That's what I do. My job is the medicals. I do the medicals. That's what I am. I'm a medicals professional.
You're a medicals professional.
I'm only putting that on my resume from now on.
As you should.
Do it. You wouldn't do it.
The people who get it will
Do
get
it in clip art.
Clip art letters in the background of your resume. Medicals.
Medical.
It's transparent across on resume paper.
It's like a watermark, yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Perfect.
100%.
I imagine as Kenny's coming in as Liza finishing up checking, making sure Sabrina doesn't have any bruises or anything, and making sure Sabrina doesn't have a fever or is warm or anything like that.
No concussion.
No concussion. Thank God. And say, okay, I think you are good, Sabrina, but thank you for letting me check just in case. It's good to take things like this very seriously. So, thank you all for trying to take it seriously. Kenny!
Yes?
Are you, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
I feel great.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, on a actual level, like, has the pain decreased at all? Do you think you need any sort of medication, or did
I think
were
he's
you
feeling
prescribed any?
great.
Pretty sure I'm doing okay. They gave me something.
Okay. I trust Dr. Jackson, so but I mean I guess I don't know why I would doubt Dr. Jackson. Of course he would probably given very extensive. I was just wanted to make sure.
Is Nurse Jackson what pronouns do they use?
She, her.
She, her.
She.
Also, this is the 80s. I'm surprised that there is consciousness to an extent.
Whoa, no, that was Vermin asking.
Oh, no.
Not.
I'm talking about Kenny.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah.
yeah, no, Kenny's had a few broken bones. He may or may not have built up a tolerance over the years.
Mm,
Is that how that
He's-
works?
He's only a little zooted on pain
pain
meds.
tolerance.
Zooted.
As
Yeah.
someone
Opioid
who
crisis part
dislocates
1990.
their joints regularly, it absolutely does.
Yep, and I know my wife has. I don't know. When I had muscle relaxers, I know I built up a tolerance to them. So
I see.
Anyway, let's
Um,
back in character.
nothing changed. uh, um, okay, that's good. Then you probably should all rest, and give time for your whatever bruises, scrapes you have to heal. That is the appropriate next course of action. So if you, I mean, you all are free to do whatever you would like. That is just my, that's just my suggestion. So yeah, of course, you're free to do whatever you all would like. And if you need anything or you suddenly feel a sharp pain anywhere, do just let me know. Or if randomly something starts to occur that is irregular, you let me know and we will deal with it as needed.
good to know.
Okay.
Meg, does any adult come to talk to us about what the trouble we're in?
Funny you should mention that.
Oh no.
Cool.
So in the door walks Counselor Meg and Director White. It's okay. And Director White looks around and says, okay, good. You guys have already been seen and gotten cleaned up. I saw that. Chuck it out the window.
What else are you gonna do? There's no escaping it. They would have walked in.
Okay. So Meg has already told me what they understand happened. So I'm going to give you all a chance to tell me your side of the story. Or if you want to, you can stay silent and not tell me.
Okay, so I was just over there minding my own business.
Simultaneously, whatever's being said, Mickey is also talking.
Pat is the
Alright,
one that is zip-lipped.
all right, one at a time, please.
I was just minding my own business. And somebody thought it was a good idea to maybe start throwing around some slurs and just being complete shitheads. And yeah, I kind of didn't think. But then I also noticed that they tagged up the bus.
Yeah, they wrote slurs on the bus, and we saw them, and so we chased him down. And then this kid tripped over my skateboard. It was the weirdest thing. And then they started punching, and then we started punching, and I would say that we won.
Yeah. So push comes to shove, and I may or may not have broken a bottle over this kid's head.
Wait, you did what?
It's no big deal.
That's a pretty big deal, Kenny.
Yeah, there's a look of awe and fear in Mickey's eyes.
It's a pretty big deal. I've already had to talk to the sheriff.
Yeah, I'm not apologizing.
Well, that
Mickey's eyes get big as saucers when that is said.
leaves me very little choice. Is there anything else we would like to add? Yeah, Pat, looking at Sabrina and Finley.
I mean, I was buying cards for people.
I was over on the bench. Thank you, Danny.
The one-
Thank you, Danny. Danny got it. Danny got my joke. That's not what Sabrina says. That's what I said, but it was funny because it was a John Mulaney. Never mind. I'm not going to explain myself.
I was over on the bench.
I was over on the bench. You got to stop the Nazis. I mean, I think that sums it up pretty well. Some racist, homophobic assholes, and I mean, like karma, right?
I can confirm Pat was getting cards. I wasn't there, but this is one of the cards. So,
I was there. Pat was
And also
definitely getting cards.
and also Sabrina was there.
I was there.
I mean, I guess
I saw like every single thing that they said happen at the same time. Not at the same time, but I saw it all happen. She'll put it on police record. She's under 18. It doesn't matter if she lies. You can't go to jail.
The
do it, baby. I know the law.
criminal justice major in me is screaming.
I'm pretty sure there was juvie in the 80s.
Yes.
I'm
there
already
was.
graduated. What are they gonna do? Like,
I mean, if you're graduated, they're probably gonna send you to adult jail.
I've never done anything wrong in my life. They'll slap me on the wrist. It doesn't matter.
And Pat is knowingly staying silent in this situation.
Well, based on everything that I have been told and what the sheriff has brought to me, I'm putting Violet Cabin on probation. Next trip, you won't be going into town. If you need anything, compile a list and we'll give it to one of the counselors.
Mickey starts to build up steam to complain and then realizes that this is completely reasonable and deflates a little.
Yeah, I can see this happening.
Whether
I
or not you
think
get
that-
the chance to go back in later in the summer, we'll see.
I think that this is a wonderful point for Pat to be like, it's a shitty town anyway.
There's like a nod, I think, from Mickey.
That was gathered. Based on your reactions to a bunch of kids picking a fight.
Do you need help cleaning up the bus?
No, the deal that we've struck with the sheriff is that the kids who defaced it are going to come outside of the camp and clean the bus. That's their punishment.
Okay.
Right. Unless you've got any questions for me, that's it. You guys have the rest of the day.
Oh, if I may, I'm not sorry for what I did. I am sorry that you have to deal with it.
Well, I will say that I appreciate that. And I will ask that you try not to put me in this position again.
I will try.
Oh, I don't think those kids are going to be messing with anybody from the camp anytime soon. They really got the worst of it.
The
You
worst
never
of it
know.
so far.
Wait.
Just the threat
Oh,
coming in on the
oh.
back from Sabrina.
Me sitting here thinking that was what Sabrina said in this situation. I was just like,
I'm gonna
what?
let you cook on that though, Vermin. Did she say it or did I say it? I'm not gonna give an answer now. Now you have to think about it.
No,
I just assumed it was Sabrina.
I don't assume it's Sabrina. That would be a very weird thing for Sabrina to say. Oh, I'm Sabrina. I know everybody's
Okay,
gonna get
alright.
murdered. I mean, what? Gay.
Alright, I'm sorry,
gay
Meg. I'm
camp
so sorry.
RPG.
I'm so sorry, Meg. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh. Vermin,
What happened?
your camera.
It's
Oh,
fine
no.
for it's fine for me.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
oh no.
it's fine
Wait,
for
what?
me. Oh,
Meg,
Wait, what?
your internet.
It was only your camera.
Huh?
And then I clicked on your box and it went away.
Oh,
it looked like
What?
for a second it looked like your camera froze, but I think it was your face reacting in surprise.
Well, no, it went full like glitch lit for me.
Oh, okay, that didn't happen for me.
Yeah,
It was
I think
it was the witchcraft I was sending in your direction. Sorry, I
Send
didn't realize that
witchcraft at me.
not all witchcraft is bad.
I know, I'm a witch. It should be going the other way.
It's technically my
tennis.
fault.
How could you do this to us, Alan?
I know. I am ashamed.
Gosh.
But Director White kind of nods and says, well, as long as they don't show back up at campgrounds, everything should be fine, right? And they've got no reason to be out here. You guys rest up. It's been a day. If you need me, you can come find me.
Cool.
And he will take his leave unless somebody stops him.
This is the point where you don't want adults around.
Yeah.
As soon as we're adultless, Mickey is gonna look around and be like, that's like the least trouble I've ever gotten in for getting in a fight with another crew.
yeah, I mean, it was for a reason. So maybe that's why. And no one was maybe too fatally injured, so
I mean, I don't think we killed anybody, but
yeah, no, I don't think so. I was
they
they
were not. They were looking way worse than us.
Oh, did did they get? I mean, no, I hope they didn't.
No,
get,
they lost the fight.
okay, and that's good. I hope they didn't get help. No, I mean, yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. No, I mean, no, that's not. No, I mean, because
They'll get help. They'll get help. They live here.
okay, that's good.
They're fine. They would
As-
probably think twice before they spray anything on the fucking bus, though.
As someone frequently in these situations, they were probably already on thin ice.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling really good.
I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
And Nikki will like get up and like look out the window to figure out where the joint went.
Oh god.
Dude.
And the camp ends in fire.
Wait, is
Oh,
With
sorry.
a small blaze just hanging out right under the window.
I was gonna say, is the murderer Smokey the Bear? Is
Oh
it
my
because
God.
we lit the
God.
forest on fire?
Oh
my God.
no!
Worst
We
outcome.
found it. I will say Liza will go outside and very quickly make sure a fire doesn't start.
Bears are so good at slashing.
That's why they're called slasher films. Whoa. Sorry. Sorry, that was
Now narrowing my
Wait,
list
what?
of villains.
Sorry.
No, Danny, explain.
No!
Please.
Don't
No,
do this
we
to
are-
her.
We've
No.
unlocked a new one.
They
It's
didn't earn
dodgeball
this
all over
one.
again. Danny,
No, it's
what
true.
were you?
Slash!
Danny.
This is not no, this is not no. I just because Sid said they're good at slashing. And I said, whoa, that's why they're called slasher films. Because in this analogy, we're saying the bear is the slasher villain. And so bears slash, and so that's why they're called slasher films. It's
How
a
many
connection.
slasher films have a bear as a villain?
You don't
Actually,
know.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Ah!
Too
Yeah.
many.
That's
Cocaine
it.
Bear's not a villain. Cocaine Bear is a national treasure.
Cocaine Bear is a deuteragonist. Let's be honest.
A what?
Okay.
A
You're actually more
deuteragonist is
likely to
when-
deal
Yeah,
with a
that's
bear
right. Oh.
attack than you are an actual killer when you're out camping. So technically speaking, in the real world, bears are slasher villains. Quite
Ha!
frequently.
We're on their land. No,
I'm
we are
pretty
the villains.
sure
of
there was
that.
a bear
They're the
slasher
heroes.
villain in The Revenant, right?
Mm.
I don't know. All right. Well, all right, Danny, you get a pass this time. I'll get you.
Wait.
We'll get
I just
a
got
new
that
dodge.
joke, Sin. That's a good one.
There's a bear, but it's not the villain. It's the hero in Midsummer.
Oh, that's true.
Was such a slow burn.
It was on under the radar. Also, I was wrong about deuteragonist. It's like the secondary protagonist, but I also think that's true of Cocaine Bear. So, there you go.
Okay. So the rest of the day is yours.
Do the cards get read, and should I let people know what are in them?
Yeah, Liza wants to read it once she's sure everybody's going back to the cabin. But like, obviously she won't force people, so it depends on what people do. But either way, no matter what people do, she's gonna sit like outside on like a bench really close to the cabin, and like on this actually I'll put on like the steps of the cabin and like read it like hunched up in a little ball and like and, like just read through it.
Okay, then I will start it off with all of the cards have the same first two sentences, and then they go on from there.
Mm.
Everyone except for Kenny got one. And the start is, sometimes I have trouble saying what I mean with mouth words, so I'm trying this.
Oh.
It's also a happy anniversary card,
Oh.
because these were the cards that she was able to find. On Liza's, it says, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I never want to do that again. If there's anything I can do, please tell me. I want to be a better friend to you. Or whatever. I like you. So it would be nice to see you happy more often.
Oh my god. Okay. 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 That's right. That's so sweet. Liza reading that, and I will say it took Liza a couple of times to like actually properly open this. Liza was sitting on the steps for maybe a good 5 minutes, opening it and then closing it, and then opening it a little bit and then closing it. And then finally she opens it and reads it. Um, and she stares at it for a good minute. And starts to tear up a little bit. Because in her mind, very few people have apologized to her for something. And this is just the idea that someone wants to like actively is saying they want to see her happy is very sweet to her. And she will close it and like hug it for a second because she doesn't know what else to do. So she sort of holds it and hugs it for a couple of minutes, and like breathing, trying to catch herself so that she's not crying in front of people over just a very nice note. And then she wants to go find Pat. Where is Pat?
Pat probably, like, when they were heading out, probably looked over at Sabrina and said, "You want to hang out?"
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
And do what? Like, is that it? They're just gonna like talk to us and be like, hey, we talked to the police. You're in trouble, but also you're not in trouble, technically. You just
Pretty
can't go into town.
standard.
That's it? Is that like there's no paperwork? There's no
The
hey.
people we fought were pieces of shit.
So it doesn't even really matter because there's no repercussions on paper.
The only thing that mattered was that I couldn't say that I did anything.
I mean, you were in the fight, right?
Yeah,
So you did more than me.
I just can't tell any of the adults around here that I did. I'm 18.
We know you did, though. Who cares?
It matters.
Yeah, it really does.
What? Why? Why does it matter?
When you're over 18, it becomes assault and battery.
No, not that. Why does it matter that you'd want to tell them?
They know I was in the fight. But if I don't tell them I was in the fight, then they don't have to do anything about it.
Plausible deniability.
But why do you care if they know or not? If they don't know, better, right?
Because I don't want this to get taken away too.
Are you within earshot of Mickey?
Sure.
Yeah. Mickey doesn't say anything, but does like look up hearing that. And yeah, just to say it out loud is like making a face of like very much reassessing Pat. The card was weird and unexpected. And then hearing that come out of Pat's mouth is like, I've missed something.
So for different reasons, I think, Sabrina's having her own moment of contemplation, and it's like the question she's about to say, or like, is now herself working through of, it will be something along the lines of like, why does their opinion matter so much? Whose opinion really matters more anyways, your peers or adults? Is now working her way through that question herself, because all she wants is like approval from both on all forms and all planes of any kind of activity, any kind of social judgment. And now she's about to like tell that to a friend to make them feel better, or to tell them they shouldn't be feeling bad. And it's hitting her like a freight train, and she's like, wait a second, yeah, why the fuck does it matter? So she'd speak up, and after a moment of silence herself, and just be like, whose opinion matters more anyways? The people who you remember who were there, or the people you can't tell? Who respects you more right now?
I hope it's you.
Yeah, there's no question. If I could have done more in that moment, then I would have. I was there, I saw it. They weren't. You don't have to tell me anything.
I
And-
know that if I'd done things differently in the conversation, there would have been real repercussions. I've had it happen before.
Isn't that called restraint? Or patience? Or whatever it is you've been trying to teach me for the last week? I'm really bad at it, but you were able to hold yourself back then maybe this is progress for you.
Maybe.
See, I did learn something. And she's just gonna like slap her hand on like Pat's thigh and stand up. It's like, let's go hang out.
Cool. Your choice
Teacher.
of whatever.
The teacher has become the student, or the student has become the teacher, whatever the fuck they say in Karate Kid. I don't know. I fell asleep during that movie. You want to go do archery?
Sure.
And if they leave and Liza is looking for Pat, then we're going to grab Liza and she's coming too. Give Liza a weapon, 2K80s, or one. I'm living in the future. 19K80, whatever we decided on. This was a joke that fell flat on its face.
No, it was great. It was great.
Womp,
I loved it.
womp.
Perfect.
Yeah, well, exactly. Womp, womp.
Alan,
Kenny could have come too,
Kenny's
but he's too high.
Kenny's currently dealing with other problems, like the fact that he can't use his hands for anything at the moment.
Oh no!
Oh no.
He can still give hugs.
Oh yeah, he's got lots of hugging.
Aww.
He's a teddy bear. My God, is that Fun Dip?
Maybe.
Oh, you mean
For a second, I thought that was in character.
I also did too.
Is that fun?
I'm fine with it being in character. Meg just has fun.
Yeah.
Share with Kenny.
It was made in '73. It's canon.
Hey,
I was literally about to look up when Fun Tip was invented.
Yeah, it was made in
I'm
73.
glad that you were on that.
is
I
it
was
now
waiting to see how
canon?
long it would take, to be honest.
Is it now canon that Counselor Meg has a Fun Dip addiction?
Yes.
It's a sugar addiction.
I love how quickly you were like, yes.
Yes.
Like you had considered it prior to that moment.
I did.
Meg, I know you're mad at me, but can I steal some fun dip?
Only because you hurt your hand.
Awesome.
Oh.
If
Was it
y'all
worth
don't
it?
mind, oh yeah, totally. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go hang out at the hammocks and have me some fun dip.
Out of curiosity, is Meg going to read his card?
Yes.
Okay. Same first two lines. It's a Happy Easter card. And it says, sorry you have to deal with my shit. I'd kind of like to help around camp. I think it would be good for me and maybe be better than an apology because I'm pretty shitty at those.
We'll reconvene about that whenever you guys kind of catch a moment alone.
And that will lead up to the thing that we talked about.
Yeah.
Ooh. What's Mickey doing?
I think
Archery.
yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about this. And normally I would just find ways to play off of Kian. But let's say Finley is off doing something else. And now I think Mickey is like I think Mickey is hanging out with folks from Pink Cabin and is practicing makeup.
Aw.
I was going to say,
There was new makeup received.
does
Oh, wait.
Mickey need archery when Cupid has already struck her?
So true.
It's corny, but I'll allow it.
I just remembered Sabrina was supposed to help her with makeup, but now I think it's much funnier if we go do archery and come back and Mickey's just done it and it's not great. And Sabrina can just go, oh, sweetie, no.
No.
Oh,
No.
no.
She's
Olivia and
getting
Janice
help.
are definitely helping.
Who help? Who help?
Pink
Janice and who?
Olivia.
Olivia.
Fine.
Yeah.
They can help. But
Cabin.
it'll probably be just as good.
I like the idea that like you see that and you're like, ooh, I have some things I want to show you.
Oh, better. Yes.
Yeah.
Into it.
Not
10 out of
oh
10.
honey, because I feel like at a camp this gay, people
Someone's
would
gotta
be
be good at
very
makeup.
careful not to have an oh honey moment.
Yeah.
You're right.
If this were straight camp, have at it. Straight camp?
It's
Do
not
they even
straight
have
camp.
for straight kids? I don't think so.
No, couldn't be real. Not in my house of God.
Yeah, it's called Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Not my Christian
Jesus.
Minecraft server.
Let me
That's the most
tell you
gay
some
camp
things
there
about
are.
Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Girl
Say
Scout.
some
Gorl.
oil.
I wrote a letter to my mom from Girl Scout camp that I found when I was cleaning out my garage, and it said, "Please come get me. I'm scared." And all
Oh
that.
my god!
So real. That's
Nice.
so real.
I
saved it. I saved it.
I hated
'Cause-
Scout Camp.
I loved it. I just was afraid to stay away from home. Baby.
No, that's so fair. I like to think that Liza doesn't I have a very funky image in my head. A gay vision, if you will. Where Liza doesn't go to the archery range with Pat and Sabrina initially, but as like they're already there by the time she's like coming back and trying to look for people, but she gets there when they're mid archery and stops and just watches for a while. And it's just sort of standing off to the side, was walking up, and then pauses, holding the card still, and then it just stares until someone acknowledges her.
I think that tracks. Do we want to roll for how good we are at archery?
If you want to, by all means.
What roll is that?
Let's say body.
What?
2d6.
6.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. It's a 10.
That's pretty good.
7.
Not as good, but you're making some good shots. Intermittently.
Me normally.
Would you want some pointers on your form?
Oh, god damn it. Yes. This is gay. Yes, and yes.
Then Pat will come up behind Sabrina, put her arms around her, and direct, showing her how to line up the shot just right.
Does it
Then
work?
back away. That's up to dice.
Shit, alright.
Is there an assistance system?
We'll give you
Was
a
it
plus one for
assistance
that.
or is it hindrance? That's the thing.
That's the question, ain't it?
That's the question, ain't it? All right, we're gonna see. That's a 12. So
That something worked.
something worked.
Nice
It
shot.
was
That's a
Gay
bullseye
magic.
for you.
Game magic.
gay magic. Yeah. Something worked. All right. Damn.
I think at this point, it's the perfect point for Pat to look up and be like, "Oh, Liza, hey."
Hi. Hi.
Do you want to join us?
That's up. That's up. Wow. Wow. That's up to you all. I was looking for you. I've never done archery before. I'm not really sure if I would be allowed. So I'm fine with. I've just been watching. I've actually been here for a while. You both are really good at it. So.
Oh, come on. I'll show you how.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's very nice of you. And
Bourbon again.
Liza will walk forward, and put the card in like a little pocket. Make sure it's very safe. Keep it close, and we'll say, okay. I've never done this, so I'm not sure. I've seen one. I read in a book of people using bows, but it wasn't very descriptive. I know that you pull it. I don't know why I'm explaining. And then she will reach down. She'll reach for a bow, and she's gonna try just to see how she does first. Body, cool. That's funny. Oh, okay, wait, 8. That's not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Wait, do you get the +1?
I
From the
don't know.
assistants,
This was pre-pointers, so
This was pre-assistance.
Oh,
This was
okay.
pre-assistance.
Okay. Damn.
So yeah, there's that she flinches a little bit once the arrow lets go. But then it doesn't fly off. So she looks at that and says, "Oh, I hit
that was pretty good."
Oh, thank you. It wasn't a bullseye. I can try again.
Sure. Do you want me to show you how to aim?
She's nodding.
And the same thing will replay. There's only so much that I know about archery, so I can't fake that much, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good. Here we go. Ready? Okay. 7.
It's a little distracting with Pat being in such close proximity.
Yeah. So just her hands are shaking a bit more instead of steadying like she's being instructed to. And then she like lowers it and says, "Oh, I did worse." It's farther.
You know what? We'll work on it. It's fine.
Okay, no, I can get it. I can get it. Wait, no, it's fine. Your instruction was very helpful. I think it's just because it wasn't you gave very good instruction. You gave very good instruction. It was a me thing. And I'm sure if I like reaching down to grab another, if I try again and I just keep in mind what you said, and you don't have to anything. I mean, I'll just okay. And then we'll try one more time. Okay.
I think Pat is just like side-eye smiling towards Sabrina.
Sabrina is side eye, or not side eye, but I guess like just like Yep. Trying to be coy about it, but nah. She's having too much fun about this.
It's a 4.
Oh no. So in the attempt to try to you're fumbling over yourself trying to get these pointers correct, but unfortunately you let the shot go wide.
I think she drops it. I think she fully drops the bow. It's just like
Hey,
Drops the bow, the arrow just kind of goes up.
there is a ton that you're really good at that I'm really not.
oh, I think that's fine. Okay.
The last time I tried to clean one of my own wounds, it got infected.
That's just a lack of learning and education, which happens if you don't specifically look into the field of first aid. So that's not really your fault.
I'm just saying, like, don't be hard on yourself. We've all got things that we're good at, and with more practice, you'll get really good at this.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind, and I appreciate your instruction. But I didn't mean to interrupt you both. Fire. You both were doing a really good job, so I can just maybe that's my part. I think my part in this is standing to the side and observing, and doing a little clap when you both do a shot, because you both do really well. Maybe that's my purpose in this. Well, not perfect. That feels like a way. That feels like that can be taken in a way where I'm trying to.
Pat is going to hold out her hand to Liza.
Takes it very gingerly.
It's okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Thank you.
Want to shoot a few more rounds, Sabrina?
Yeah.
A clap.
What? No, you're supposed to shoot a few rounds too.
Okay, I'll do that.
I think down in camp after a period of time working on makeup, Mickey will kind of like pop up next to Kenny eating Fun Dip in the hammock. Hey,
Whoa. Hey, you.
how do I look?
You look fantastic. Oh my god, that
Thanks.
looks awesome.
And Kenny is going, or not Kenny, Mickey. God. Mickey is going to try and also get into the same hammock.
I don't know if that's safe, but okay.
It's fine. It's fine. I've done this many times.
Cool. I'd shift over, but I'm having trouble.
This is definitely like a foot to face situation.
So, how was the makeup sesh?
Good. They know a lot.
Yeah.
There's so much involved.
Yeah, I would assume. I mean, it's got to be the same thing like coloring artwork. You know, you gotta layer.
Yeah.
He's like waving a hand around, but he's also like staring at his hand because for some reason it's super cool.
Mickey is did like Kenny stash the medication anywhere?
He's I don't know. Did they give him a couple extra pills?
Yeah, for the night.
Okay, then yeah, he's probably got him tucked away in his pocket.
Yeah. I think no, Mickey's not gonna steal medication. Mickey is like thinking over stealing that medication very strongly. But in the end, it's just like, yeah, well, you're feeling pretty good, huh?
Yeah, still kind of hurting, but oh my god, this stuff takes off the edge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it in front of everybody, but oh my god, everything hurts.
You hit a guy with a bottle.
I did do that, yeah.
Have you ever done that before?
Not a bottle.
Fair enough.
And you got to promise this doesn't really get around, yeah.
Crosses her heart.
Thanks. So I kind of had to fight. I mean, I'm used to a fight, but I fought back after starting to get my ass kicked. And first thing I saw was a baseball bat. So yeah, that's what I did. Ended up breaking it over the guy's shoulder.
And fights before, but never like one-on-one.
Oh no, that was like a 3-on-1. A lot of fun.
Fuck.
I really shouldn't be having fun with that. That's terrible.
I mean, I don't think it's wrong to like winning a fight. Right?
It's not who I am.
Yeah, but you don't have to be your own cop about it. Like, I don't think any of us are mad about how things went down in the town.
Yeah, but every time I start letting that take over, I start feeling like my dad's winning. That maybe I am just supposed to be this military killing machine that he really wants. And I don't want to let that happen.
Mickey kind of stretches out and looks up at the sky. I think seeing assholes get their comeuppance, no matter who they are or what side you're supposed to be rooting for, I think that transcends whatever your dad thinks you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Being a soldier means orders and shit. Kicking somebody's ass on the street because they don't want to treat you like a person, that's anarchy, baby.
I will say, God, that felt good. Watching them get their ass beat and watching everybody jumping in on that. Yeah, that was good. We're good.
It was a good reason to fight.
Gotta love one of those. You know, watching Pat kick some ass and watching everybody, just watching everybody get in there and start taking swings. It makes me feel closer with you guys.
I was a little worried about Finn. There was a second in there where I don't think he would have stopped himself, which is weird to say.
Yeah, no, I can get that because that's kind of how I feel sometimes. That's why I offered to spar with them. A little more difficult now, but I'm sure I can slap.
Yeah, I think you're not getting in any fights anytime soon.
I'll be fine. It's fine.
But hey, if you've only got your feet free, I can teach you how to board.
Ooh. Think I could do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just don't fall on your hands.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're falling wrong anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Mickey.
Yeah?
Thanks.
For what?
Oh. Coming to hanging out. Just being a friend.
Of course, dude.
You're like the sister I always wanted.
That's a lot of pressure because I have no idea how to do that.
It's a learning process. We'll learn together.
Cool.
Oh, you know what sounds really good right now?
Tell me.
Some root beer and another one of these pills because I think it's starting to wear off.
Ask and ye shall receive. I think we call that scene on Mickey going to get a root beer. For Kenny.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Completely wholesome. Other scene, completely sapphic. Here for it.
That's
That's
God.
odd.
Both scenes were completely wholesome.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna take a few minutes and have ourselves a break, get some water, do some stretching, and we'll come back in a few minutes to reconvene. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Camp Runners Cross. We left off with our cabin mates splitting into a couple of teams. One went to do archery. One went and got their makeup done and started practicing before ambushing Kenny in a hammock. That's about how that scene went. So, you guys pass the afternoon as you wish and go into the night. After that, the next couple of days are pretty chilled. It's the normal camp activities. They can go around and partake in as you wish. But a couple of days pass, and start with. We're gonna start here with Pat.
Okay.
So, the night before, Tuesday night, Meg approaches you and says, "So you wanted to see about helping out, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get up early and set up for the next event for the Olympics. You in?"
I'm up at 5 every morning.
Well, then you probably would have heard us anyway, but one end we could use the hands.
Okay. Sabrina doesn't get up until later. So it's not like I'm doing anything but listening to music.
Well, now you can listen to music and help us haul tires.
Sounds like fun.
Herman, me too.
So that night passes, and then the next morning, at roughly 5 a.m., Meg's up with Allie to take care of her first, and you guys head off into camp, and you help setting up for the activity. A couple hours later, more cabin counselors and cabin members are starting to wake up more, and it's time for breakfast.
On our way to breakfast, I am actually going to try and see if I can pull Sabrina aside. If she is amenable.
I mean, what time is it? Like at this point?
Probably
Like what
7, 8.
I mean, she will be physically present. Mentally, probably not.
It's fair.
But I mean, like, half there. 75%. I don't know. Good luck.
She's just going to say, I've gotten in a lot of fights. This felt like the first time I was actually doing it for anything that I cared about. And I don't know, like, you being a friend is important to me. I just wanted you to know that.
This is Elsie, like, processing what I should say at Sabrina and not what I want to just fly off the handle and say, because I will get myself into trouble.
Wait, what?
Like, no, not like that. It's more like of the like you seem to be saying a lot of things that you care about recently instead of like actually processing what Pat is saying as a meaningful thing and like coming off with some offhanded witty comeback.
Ah,
Because I feel like Sabrina would actually like take a minute and be like, I feel like that's really good for you. Like, honestly, sifting through and finding things you actually care about versus what you're not hardwired, but like used to stuffing down is pretty cool. I think that as much as we all hate camp, it's kind of being good for all of us in a way.
at the same time, if you ever told any of the counselors that I liked it, I would probably deny it. And I'd expect the same from you.
Camp is camp. I'm having fun. I mean, I don't really know what else I would be doing with my summer besides sitting at home and reading. Because after this, it's kind of just like, what, college or something?
Yeah.
So,
It beats being in a cop car.
can't really do a lot of activities in a cop car. Got the whole locked from the inside out situation going.
Yeah.
No dodgeball. Or kickball. Kickball. It was kickball, wasn't it?
Can if you
Can't
steal the cop car.
You could steal the cop car. Mickey is just like, steal the cop car from like 5 feet
I
away.
feel-
Mickey would have perked up when you said we all hate camp. Like, motherfucker, I'm right here. I paid my own tuition to be here.
Wait, we paid to be here? Is
To
this not free
be-
camp?
Presumably not. Maybe there are kids who are here and didn't have to pay money, but that like you don't run a camp of any significant size without some people paying tuition.
See,
I think
was-
Elsie's brain somehow said you don't pay for camp, and now reiterating in my brain, no, you definitely pay for camp. It's just because I went to camp when I was a kid and I didn't know what money was back then. So.
See, I think Kenny's parents probably forked out a lot of money believing that this was an actual conversion camp.
Mickey and Kenny's parents.
I still don't know if Pat's parents have been contacted.
Pat hasn't
Pat has
given them a
parents?
real name.
I think there's been enough time that a real name could have been found. We could discuss that later.
We'll discuss it. There needs to be some narrative levity with that.
Fair.
But yeah.
But
breakfast time.
to end off that conversation, she's like, yeah, it feels like I've been locked up for a long time. I'm just kind of getting used to not.
To not being locked up. I thought you were going to say something like profound. But then I realized you don't. Well, no, sometimes you say profound things. Like the Karate Kid. I'm going to keep referencing the Karate Kid because it's funny to me.
Especially since I do judo and not karate.
The Judo Kid, then. You can be the Judo Kid. You're not a kid, though, either. So, you know what? I'm going to stop talking because I think it's really early.
This is a good time for breakfast.
Yeah. breakfast. And she's just gonna like turn, like just 90-degree angle. Here I go with my 90-degree angle turns again. Done it twice now in a gay setting in the last week. And walk.
And I think as Sabrina is walking away, there's a moment out of Sabrina's line of sight where Pat reaches out for her hand when she's too far away.
Oh, is that like that anime scene when the leaves are like, whoosh, they just barely brush, but
100%.
it doesn't. Oh, that's peak cinema.
Cinema?
Oh,
Heyo.
what a good pun name.
I'm so sorry. Now
No.
on to breakfast.
That sin is such a cinema roll.
Gonna have some cinema
Cinema roll.
crunch.
Oh my god.
Some Cinesticks? Yeah, I got it too.
I am sensing
it
some
too.
sinister intentions.
No!
God damn it.
It's not me this time.
It's
No.
not. But you could add your point on. What do you got? What you got, Alan?
At the moment, nothing.
All right.
Yeah,
then
We'll
there's-
reconvene. We'll come back to
Circle
it.
back.
Yeah.
We circle back.
There's a very
Just cook.
small.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Cook.
I'm just saying, cinema and breakfast stuff. You got very few options.
All right. So
Is the world so limited?
today's breakfast, for the record, outside of like a normal regular cereal bar. The main course is biscuits and gravy, sausages and bacon, and oatmeal with a bunch of different fixins you can use to make your oatmeal your own.
Kenny is too excited for this. He is like trying to run up to the front of the line.
Also thrilled.
Wait, what was it besides sausage? Before the oatmeal?
Bacon, biscuits and gravy.
Okay.
Pat is
Eggs?
like another morning of mostly bacon. She doesn't say that out loud.
Heart health. Stop that.
She'll have a bowl of oatmeal too.
Okay.
I just love biscuits and gravy.
Same.
Hi, sorry, me, Danny. I have never seen this before in my life, so I had to look it up. That was
Never-
What
never-
did you look up? Biscuits and
Seen
gravy.
What? Seen what? The oatmeal bar or the biscuits and gravy?
Everybody calm down.
No.
Biscuits and
This is
gravy.
important,
it.
Danny.
I
Come on,
didn't
Danny.
know biscuits and gravy. I didn't know
Next,
what
you're gonna tell
biscuits
me
and
that you've
gravy
never
was.
seen huevos rancheros, and I'm gonna die.
What?
Oh no.
No, stop. No, what is that? Wait.
And I think we found our food crime for the day.
What is
Is it a food crime or is it this episode's dodgeball?
huevos
This
rancheros?
episode's kickball. Yes.
What a
Hold on.
way.
Kickball.
It's
What is-
Hispanic Heritage
Oh,
Month. I
look
need
at what you
you
did, Danny. Danny, Vermin's on the ground.
I
Vermin
need
was
you-
on the ground.
need you to get some huevos rancheros.
I'm from where, homie?
From like any breakfast place, my guy.
Where? I live on an island.
What do you have for breakfast? Do you have eggs?
Hold on, what
I am
island do you
single.
live on?
I live in the Bahamas. I just like saying it. I just like saying I live on an island because it's funny.
Danny,
Hey,
Yes.
I'll
you
look
have
on.
eggs. You have spices. You could have huevos and nope.
Huevos
Huevo-
rancheros.
Huevos rancheros.
Huevo. Nope. My mom. We're not doing it today. Huevos
Huevos.
rancheros. There we go.
Rancheros.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't form words in English.
We
Look.
so went off topic. I am so sorry,
I'm
Meg.
so
No, this is important to me. What do you have for breakfast then?
So sometimes I have bagels and hot chocolate. and sometimes I have a hot pocket, and it varies with depending on which one was in the grocery store, which one I eat. And sometimes, on a rare occasion in the year, I have a cereal because I deserve it as a treat. Thank you very much.
Cute response that I can't be mad.
How do I Amazon you
fair.
more options for breakfast foods?
I'm gonna
To be fair, I don't even have breakfast.
I don't either, but it's important to me that Danny has it. So
It is.
I have to find a way to mail you some of my grandmother's tamales and some
that would be
cocido.
nice.
I know it's going to cost a fortune, but I got to find a way.
it'd be
'Cause
worth it. I've been
See, the airdrop.
I feel bad for Meg.
I mean, just like Danny
I feel
was
like
in
Meg
the
is
same
right there
vicinity as
along
me.
with us. This is on brand for
It's
this
such a
show,
cute
okay?
cast.
I have
We
questions
bring
about what
food to
you
the
ate while
equation,
you were
everything goes to
here
hell.
in Connecticut.
Oh, the hotel had like a breakfast bar. So I had like waffles and sausages sometimes, and sometimes there was ham. Okay. Okay. I had nutrition. Thank you very much.
I'm really happy for you, honey.
Wanted to make sure you didn't go to
Breakfast
Connecticut
is
and eat
not
like McDonald's.
No.
As a Southern person, breakfast is not always about nutrition.
You're right. As I said, I eat a bagel and hot chocolate. I eat a bagel with butter and hot chocolate, and that's usually my breakfast. So that's true. We're not going for nutrition. Anyways, Liza gets oatmeal and sits down.
I just also want to do some butter bagel solidarity because I love a good butter bagel.
I do.
You get it. You get
Bagels
it.
are
like
delicious.
Bacon, egg, and cheese. New York represent.
Bagel, egg, and cheese is also really good.
No, bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, bacon, egg, and cheese. Never mind. I'm a liar and a fraud.
But on a bagel. You got half of it. You were there.
Yeah,
You were
I
there.
was
The mind
there.
was right.
What else do we need to introduce Danny to?
Probably a lot of things.
I have had a lot of life experiences.
We've already we've missed the opportunity for it to happen this year. Next year's trip, Danny, we're gonna make sure that you eat well.
Thank
We
you.
are.
Thank
And
you.
play kickball.
I would love to be introduced to these things.
RPG kickball teams. Let's
team.
go. All right. Yeah.
Okay, back to the breakfast bar.
So sorry. Yes,
Time for breakfast.
Liza, in comparison to the excitement of Kenny and Mikey, Liza will go up and get a bowl of oatmeal and then sit with her friends. And orange juice. Oatmeal and orange juice.
Who's Mikey?
Mickey. No.
Nope, Mikey. You heard it here first, folks.
No.
Mikey, no.
Just teasing.
No, I know.
Mikey now. This is the last transmission. We can't make up names that aren't right for people. Only Vermin gets that joke, and it's fine.
It's a
And
good joke.
That doesn't say anything.
Do you like
but she's like just
long form
doing her.
horror? Come check out Last Transmission.
Watch that transmission.
Crossover.
We'll be airing on Tuesday with our next episode.
Thursday.
Today is Tuesday.
Close enough.
Your next episode was Tuesday. It's right now.
Yeah.
Just not of Last
Oh my God, are we
Transmission.
saying Lost Transmission?
Bringing us back in.
Bring us back.
What were you saying, Sin? Sorry.
No, Pat is like no excitement, no like emotional reaction, just grabbing her bacon, as always, grabbing some oatmeal to have variety in her life.
Mickey's like, you already had a cigarette. Were you up early?
Yeah. I usually get up at like 5.
But like, you don't normally smoke before you get to breakfast.
No, I was doing stuff.
Doing what?
Just like helping out.
What were you helping out with?
So here's where I will ask a question to Meg.
Yes.
What does Pat know?
It's like for the next all camp event, right?
Yeah.
So you know there's an obstacle course. And you know that they were setting something up by the lake and something out in the woods.
Okay. So she'll say, I was like, she'll lean in conspiratorially because she doesn't know if she's supposed to talk about it or not. I was like helping set up an obstacle course.
The next all camp event. I had completely forgotten.
Yeah.
We got to keep that flag. And Mickey will scoot into everybody else and is like, I think they're gonna announce the next all camp event today.
Oh, okay.
And we gotta be ready.
It's not gonna be kickball again, right?
No,
Well,
No.
that we wouldn't do the same thing twice. No.
Okay.
Okay.
they were doing like setup of the obstacle course, and I heard them doing something over by the lake. So maybe there's like swimming involved.
Well, I'm
And
out.
That's okay. There's plenty of things that you are still capable of doing. Like, you're still capable.
Wait, why are we pausing?
Oh, well, Mickey's pausing specifically because Mickey has no idea what else is involved.
I know,
Yeah.
that's Liza. That's Liza trying
And
to be.
Pat was
be
pausing
confused.
because she's like, oh, I wonder how usable Kenny's hands are at this point.
Oh,
how many days has it been?
it's been a couple days.
It's been about
What?
3 days.
Well, if your hand's broken, that doesn't fix it.
How
I mean-
usable are your hands? How bad were they?
I mean, the one that was broken still really hurts. I'm having a hard time moving it.
Go to the hospital.
Well, obviously it's in a splint. It's fine. It's gonna be good. It's cool. And
Is your other one good though?
mm-hmm.
All right,
Look.
so we stick you in something where you only need one hand.
I mean, maybe it's better if you
Or no
sit
hands.
out. Or, well,
No.
Hide
would have
the
us-
flag.
You would have us operate a
his
man
splint.
down.
Listen.
No, we
I'm-
hide the flag in his splint, and then even if we
No
lose, we'll never
Kenny's
find it.
down.
Now, hear me out. I don't think the other hand is broken. It just really hurts because of the glass that was in it. It definitely feels much better now.
I don't think you should do an obstacle course
Probably not.
or go in the
maybe-
water.
Or go in the water.
I think you should do whatever you want.
Thanks, Becky.
Forget these naysayers.
Yeah.
We're not even
Like-
going to need a slasher to kill Kenny. Like, Kenny's just going to do it.
Oh
himself.
man.
Listen, we throw a couple plastic bags around my hands, and I go crawling in the mud. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'll give you that. All right. Fair. As a medical provider, I can't recommend this. But as a person who wants to see it happen, I can.
Listen, me personally, I did deadlifting with a broken hand, so I don't see why not Kenny couldn't do it.
Where do you live?
Minnesota.
All right.
Bet.
Hey,
I'll come back when
So
the lakes are frozen to go ice fishing, but I'm going to beat your ass at the same time. All right. Continue.
I'm gonna beat your ass up and down these frozen lakes.
It's scary at night. It's a Magnus Archive shit. All right. Anyways, I say we stuff the flag in Kenny's hand, so even if we lose, they can't find it.
No, I mean that's a good strategy if we ignore the potential harm that could cause it to having such friction put against his potentially broken hand.
Listen, I'm on some painkillers. I am loving Sabrina's plan. Let's go with that.
I mean, yeah, so, yeah. I mean, it's. I'm not saying that's a bad plan. I mean, it's. I'm not like I wouldn't say if that's what everybody wants to do. I'm not going to say no. I am. We shouldn't do that. From a medical professional.
Oh,
Oh no.
What?
I-
Liza, just stop talking.
Liza, if it really makes you feel that much about it, I won't do that.
Well, stuff it in his pants instead, and they still won't be able to find it.
That's true. That's a good plan. I mean, that's where that works. Again, actually, I don't know if that's, but I mean, I think as a plan, it's a good. Sabrina, you have good ideas, and I support
I do.
them. And,
Yeah, I do.
and I will, and I support you.
But you can't tell anybody.
I
I'm just throwing this out here.
Mhm.
will. Okay.
We are at a gay camp.
Yeah. We give the flag to Jeremy.
But then,
Now
what if
we're
they take
thinking.
Jeremy?
Or we
They
could
can't.
just win.
They wouldn't
He has
fucking
diplomatic
get it.
immunity.
Are we?
I'm still kind of stuck here. What do you mean we're at a gay camp? How does that factor into us?
Oh,
Who's
I
gonna
don't know.
explain it?
Somebody, I feel like stuffing something down your pants in gay camp is like that. That feels like flirtatious almost here, right?
Honestly, I think I might be a little too gay to have caught the subtext on that. And also, these painkillers are woo!
I also
You
don't
keep flying,
understand,
champ.
but that could just be me.
You got
Say
what? What?
again?
No, I just I also don't understand, but that could just be me. Kenny, you're taking the painkillers appropriately, right? Like as prescribed? You're not
Yes,
just,
every 6 hours.
okay, just check.
Speaking of prescriptions, we should probably eat if we're going to do something later.
Wait, Meg? How long have we been at gay camp?
You're
Meg,
muted,
you're
Meg.
muted.
Thank you, Chorus. You've been at camp for about 2.5 weeks.
Okay, as long as it's not been like a month or something. I was about to be like, we've been here a month, and y'all still don't know what gay camp means. God.
Liza,
Hmm?
what I meant was that somebody
Okay.
might reach into his pants,
Oh.
and like if you know something's in there, then it becomes like a whole,
Thing.
Oh.
whole sexy thing.
Oh. Sorry. You're just gonna continue eating.
I'm sorry?
I'm
Mickey
sorry
has
is the
no
most
idea how
default
to
Liza
do, like-
response that
Mickey
could have happened.
No idea how to respond to "I'm sorry" in this situation. That doesn't make her feel like more of an asshole, so she's just gonna withdraw.
What food crimes are we committing today?
Meg, you gave us a wide variety, and I don't know if I'm ready.
I mean, I already discussed where Pat's plate stands.
Yeah. Bacon and oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's not even a food crime.
I think the food crime is that there's no, like, accoutrement.
I'm sorry, you don't think bacon in oatmeal is a food crime?
No.
Bacon
That's
was never
absolutely
in
not.
It was next to the oatmeal. I'm not
That's-
a monster.
I know. But I could tell Elsie didn't think of it that way. I could see that Elsie thought bacon and oatmeal, a perfectly normal thing to do.
It's like salty and bland. Like, how else do you make oatmeal taste okay?
How are
That's
you
fair.
telling on yourself so hard every time food comes up?
I feel
This is
I
why
am
I do
the-
this.
I am the neurodivergent who is like the opposite of food can't touch. And I'm like, yeah, flavors
All's
can
fair
mix.
in love and palate.
Yes, that's exactly what kind of person I am. And
I need that on a shirt.
I'm just saying,
The charcuterie board.
there is no actual profile flavor profile in oatmeal. And
That's-
bacon is savory and salty. And therefore, you just have two mixings of stems of texture. So if you don't like texture stems, then that's not for you. But if you like flavor stems, then you can go wild.
What do you mean oatmeal doesn't have a flavor profile?
It doesn't.
No,
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No,
Very
no,
specifically
no.
tastes like oats.
no. Let her cook. Oatmeal is awful. Okay, and it's because it doesn't taste like anything.
It tastes
Thank
like
you.
oats.
Danny gets it.
And oats
you know
doesn't
why I
taste
know-
like anything.
You know why I know Danny's right? Is because Danny only gets to like have oatmeal when there's cereal. Because oatmeal is a cereal and it's as a treat. So Danny knows.
Yeah.
Please don't have oatmeal as a treat. That's not a treat.
Oatmeal's
not.
great.
I mean, that's
I
fair.
actually cannot eat oatmeal.
Like physically?
Yeah, it causes
I feel
a
like
bad
this is less of
like,
a
Oh.
game.
reflux action because of the texture.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna be
Oh,
real.
okay, okay.
I'm gonna say something controversial right now.
Okay.
I feel like the summary of Gay Camp has moved on from a plot-based game, and we're like a podcast now.
There are moments. We have our podcasting moments. It's
We
fine.
really do.
We're a
We really
podcast with scenes in the middle.
We are. It's a normal podcast, and then all of a sudden people are getting, oh my god, it's the Magnus Archives.
Yeah.
It's just a podcast,
Anyway.
and then people get murdered in the middle.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm on a hyperfixation. Food crimes. Bacon and oatmeal is not a food crime. And I am the dictator. Not the dictator. That's a bad term for it. The judger of food crimes because I started them.
So Pat has bacon on one side of the plate and oatmeal on the other side of the plate and is eating them as separate food entities.
Well, that's
Why
your own
make your
food crime
oatmeal
then.
on a plate.
Yeah.
That's the food crime.
How are you just gonna rest it on top of the oatmeal like a fine garnish?
Yeah, like fucking green onions, but bacon.
I'm sorry that
sounds
Pat
kinda
doesn't
deep
want
with
to
green
dirty
onions.
multiple plates in order, like, doesn't want to have a bowl and a plate.
I do that all the
That's
time.
fair.
Plus, she's not mixing anything into the oatmeal. She is just eating the oatmeal.
That's the food crime.
It's not a food crime either. It's a
It
perfectly
is.
normal way to eat oatmeal.
Oatmeal. I'm
It
not
offends-
gonna get into this
It
again.
offends Elsie's palate.
It does. I don't want to eat sloppy goop texture with no taste.
Cook your oatmeal better.
All oats taste the same.
Shots fired.
It's so deeply untrue.
Send me better oatmeal then, Vermin. Send me better oatmeal.
Okay.
Okay. I'll await it in the mail with my pub sub for my mother.
Literally send me your address.
Okay, I will actually. I'm gonna not be a food crimist in this situation, and I'm just gonna have like a normal bacon egg biscuit with some cheese if it is available. No oatmeal. I really don't think Sabrina likes the texture of oatmeal. No gravy either, unfortunately.
There's your
Probably
food crime.
find some cheese.
It's a texture thing. I like gravy and oatmeal, but I don't think Sabrina.
I just want the audience
Gotcha.
to know that when you look up stuff with oatmeal or type why is oatmeal, the first thing that comes up is why is my oatmeal so bland? And that every suggestion is to add things to the oatmeal to have to make it feel better. So truthfully, I'm just wondering, what is the truth? We can continue the scene now.
I think different people have different senses of taste when it comes to particular food items. And that's
Google is
fine
an
for those
algorithm.
people.
That's fine. I just like being mean. I just like being unnecessarily dramatic and a jerk. But
Danny,
no,
I'm gonna take you under my wing and you're gonna be my mentee.
yay!
And I'm gonna make you the biggest jerk for a cause ever.
For a cause!
For a cause.
Yeah. Laughter.
So, what are other people's food crimes?
I think, did Kenny describe his plate?
Kenny's plate is just a bunch of biscuits with a huge mound of gravy and broken up bacon on it.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Mickey's just
Tear
eating.
parts of the bacon up.
Mickey didn't even touch the bacon because there's biscuits and gravy. And what else would you need?
So,
This is true, but Kenny also loves bacon, so
I guess that is an important question. Are we talking about milk gravy or sausage gravy?
Sausage gravy.
Sausage gravy.
Absolutely.
oh god, yeah, sausage.
It makes
gravy.
100% sense. I am just making sure there is a question to be had.
Can't imagine doing it any other way. All right. That's enough. That's enough breakfast for all of us, I think.
Hold on, I have to describe Meg's. Meg came in
please.
and
Yeah.
after taking a tray of food back to the cabin for Finley, finally sits down with his own tray of food, and it's bacon on the side, oatmeal that's got honey, fruits, and some chocolate chips because Meg's a sugar fiend. To the point, he brought his own chocolate chips.
For a moment, your mouth was covered and it looked like the cat was talking.
The cat was like staring into the camera and they had things to say.
Did you have something to tell them?
I was like, I don't want to interrupt because it's so beautiful.
Rosh is the GM now. But, as everyone starts kind of wrapping up with breakfast, the bells start ringing out across the campgrounds, and counselors start calling for people to head to the amphitheater.
All right.
let's
find out where we're going to kick ass at next.
I get up and go. Once everybody goes, she'll be the last to follow behind everybody.
All right. So everybody makes their way down to the amphitheater. Everything's kind of a buzz because people are whispering back and forth with theories on what's coming up next and trying to spread word. But once everybody's kind of seated and gathered, Director White comes up on the stage, once again wearing his camp gear and holding that victory staff. He grins at everybody and motions the staff towards you all and says, "Congratulations to Violet Cabin for winning our first Olympics activity. I hope you all..."
That's right. Clap.
I can't clap that loudly, but I'm clapping. Your mic didn't even pick it up.
I was half expecting him to slip and say violence cabin.
Nah.
Thank goodness he didn't.
I hope you all are bringing your A game for today's activity, a relay race. The way how this is going to work is that the race will consist of 3 different sectors. The first one is an obstacle course run by 2 people. One is a race through the woods on a marked path, 1 person. And the last segment is a canoe race with 3 people. So you have to complete the first section to move on to the next, and so on until we get to the canoe race. And after that, it's just around. It's to the other bank and then back. And whoever's back first wins the event.
Okay.
Real quick, sorry, Matt, can you repeat what besides the canoe, what it is? So sorry.
The first one is an obstacle course. That's 2 people, run by 2 people. And the second part is a race through the woods on a marked path.
Gotcha.
1 person.
Got you guys. Sorry. Can I continue?
Hey. Kenny can do the marked path bit. You don't need hands for it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? And Mickey's looking directly at Kenny and being like, yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, I can do this. I can totally do this, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, though. Sabrina's a runner, right?
So she should do the obstacle course. What if it needs hands?
You would know it does need hands. There's a wall jump.
Yeah.
Hands required.
Then I guess Sabrina.
And it's 2 people for the obstacle course, right?
I mean, I know the course.
I think that disqualifies you from running it. Right?
We'll find out.
Wouldn't it?
I mean, someone can ask, maybe.
Meg,
What's up?
can Pat run the obstacle course? Is she able to set it up?
I don't see a reason why not. Just because you know the course doesn't mean you'd be good at it.
Oh.
Nothing against you, Pat.
Boat. And that's directed at Finley and
So Finley's actually not participating.
Wait, then how are we gonna row the boat? Meg, are you gonna row the boat?
I'm gonna be part of this. I'm subbing in for Finley. So however you want to settle it, we can make it work.
Sabrina, I guess that leaves us for the obstacle course.
I'd probably be better at that anyways than a canoe race. Rowing. So
Out of character. Dang, won't get an opportunity to use my foot dexterity skill.
I mean,
Dang.
could swap though.
I was trying to leverage for Kenny to still be in the canoe.
Ew.
What?
How's Kenny gonna participate in a canoe? Him have no hands.
Why don't Pat and Mickey switch then? Because Pat has strength and Mickey has dex.
Because I'm not metagaming it. I was just making a joke.
Fair.
Oh,
It's not that important to me that we win.
for me, I want to win.
Plus, obstacle courses are kind
Wasn't
of a
that the question?
combination.
What would you do to win? I'd kill a man.
Then do it. This
I'd
is a
kill a
fucking
man.
Metagame.
horror game.
I'd kill him and I would never metagame.
When will someone die? Damn it. Can we please have a podcast though? Like, oh god.
Yeah.
The real monsters were the friends we made along the way.
That sounds like a great
Oh.
TTRPG. We should write that sometime.
We should do that.
Heyo! Isn't that just Locust?
Never read it.
Fair enough.
I have question. What if you've never used a canoe before?
Well, we have, and Mickey will look. I don't know. Mickey will look between like the nearest clock and when it was said that we were going to start the obstacle course.
In about an hour. You got time.
You get in the
You got
center.
an hour to learn.
Kenny's
Get in the
gonna.
center.
I was gonna say Kenny's gonna throw this out there. Like, listen, I know that we should probably all be in certain roles here, but for Liza's sake, we should probably put me in the canoe.
How are you going to row a canoe?
I have one good hand and I have an elbow. I can hold on.
No, it's okay. I can be on the canoe. No, I can learn. It can't be that and Pat said I can just be in the middle and do whatever it means to be in the middle and do that right.
100% sure I heard the trill that time.
God damn it. So it's fine. So it would be honestly, truth be told, if you could, it's probably better if you didn't do any of it. But I know that's not an option, and I want you to have fun, and I don't want you to feel left out with the group. So I mean, it probably would be like all things considered, you doing the foot race would be the safest. I just also have to advise that you make sure you don't try to instinctively, because I know sometimes it's an instinct when you're running and you think you're gonna run into something, you put your hand out. Don't do that, because then
Don't worry. When we were having him practice skateboarding a little bit earlier, we were practicing the tuck and fall.
Yeah, and
The vampire.
yeah, and part of the wrestling training is cardio. I do a lot of running.
Okay, and that's why it's a good thing. That's good for this is probably the best. I think we are going to win and do well.
Yeah, we are. Let's go rowboat.
Yeah. Ow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I have an hour. I can read about a rowboat. How long does it take to read on a rowboat?
You'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You'll have a life jacket on, and we'll practice. You'll see. It's going to be more straightforward than you think.
Wait, can Liza not swim? Oh,
I
God,
assume that
Danny.
we're all going to have life jackets, and given all the other
Yes,
things that
life
she
jacket.
says she
No.
has not done.
No, Danny made the face, so Liza can't swim.
No, Liza can't. She would never have gotten the opportunity to learn.
Oh God, we're putting Liza on a boat.
We
There's
have vests. We have vests.
Yeah,
I'll start
we have
writing the
vests.
eulogy. I'll
Okay.
start writing the eulogy.
Don't do that. Don't be like that, please.
Don't be like that. Stop it.
Liza's going to get murdered, if anything. Not accidentally drown in a lake. Come on.
This isn't Lake Lanier.
We don't know.
Crystal
not
Lake.
Georgia.
You just don't know.
We just don't know.
So can your
All right,
team
I'm sorry, Meg.
vests up and head to the lake bank
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so that you guys can kind of practice and show Liza the ropes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, some of the other campers are doing much the same thing because that's isn't a surprising issue to have come across. And others are trying to scope out the obstacle course and figure out who's the best in their cabins to do certain things, kind of like strategizing like you guys were. You've got about an hour to kill doing that before it's time to gear up and get ready for the race. You retrieve your colored bandanas from the cabin to put on and join everybody else at the starting point where you're meant to be.
All right, game.
Oh.
All right, Violet Cabin. We won one of these already. And we can win another one. And we will win another one today.
We already have, because it's so certain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat's gonna look over at Sabrina. You want to win this?
What if I told you no?
Just checking.
Wait. No, I do. I do. You don't think I actually don't want to win this, right?
No. Hearing you say
Okay,
you
'cause I'm-
want it means a lot more to me than, like, what I want.
Do you not want to win this?
I've won a lot of things, but that's been, like, not with people.
And there's no other option, right? We win this.
Damn right.
And if we hide the flag, then we still win. Because the flag wins and they can't have it back. So we just give it to Jeremy and they can't touch it because I actually don't have a reason why they can't take it from Jeremy, but I feel like if anyone laid a hand on Jeremy, Finley might kill someone. So we've already chosen physical violence once, and I don't think we get a second chance with that.
No
There's always
physical
a second chance
violence.
to do violence.
I technically haven't had my first chance with you all, at least.
Don't worry. We'll make sure you get one. Slaps you on the back.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. That's the thing is we give it to Finley, or not Finley, but to Jeremy. And if anyone touches Jeremy, then Liza gets to do physical violence, and she's got a free pass because she hasn't done physical violence yet.
That's the answer. You just accidentally said it. You give the flag to Finley. Finley has plot armor because Kian isn't here. Boom.
Oh, shit! Whoa!
Oh, fuck.
All right, we give the flag to Finley, and Finley's.
Finley
I don't know what
and
Finley
Jeremy-
did with it.
Finley and Jeremy are definitely hanging out. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we
Finley
did
and
it.
Jeremy have the flag.
But I don't know what they did with it because neither of them are here right now.
Finley is also
Perfect. You're
Finley's
a genius.
Also babysitting Allie.
That's fair. That's fair. That works. Before we continue, I just want to say Liza will speak up real quick before going to her spot. I just want to clarify because it feels like I lied. I didn't mean to actually come out as a lie. I have done physical violence before. I know the first time with you all. I have enacted physical violence before. That wasn't like this isn't a. That's not a new thing. This will be. So I'm not sure if that would take away my first time or not. But I just wanted to. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to make that clarification so I didn't feel like I lied to you all because I don't want to lie to you all in something that feels like that's not necessary to lie to you all. I mean, lying is never necessary, but I just wanted to end backing away. It's just that way. This is for that specific moment. It felt like I wanted.
You got this, Liza.
So do you. Thank you.
We just pushed. Wait, are you in the boat?
No, but we're going. I think we have like starting points that we'll have to be at, so they're going to like.
Oh wait, I thought we were helping you learn how to like.
No, I think
No. We montaged that.
we montaged.
Yeah, that was montaged.
So if you want to revisit that moment, I'm fine with it while we wait for Alan to come
I have
back.
nothing. Oh, Alan. Okay. No, I was just gonna say we just like pushed Kenny and Liza in the boat into the middle of the lake, and they got to row back. Great idea. Sink or swim.
Why are we putting Kenny in the rowboat?
Because Kenny can't use his arms. So you have to use teamwork to get back. Two people's brains and one person's rowing. You'll never be stronger.
So 2 people die
Yeah.
instead of 1. Got it.
Exactly.
Important question.
Yes.
Is this a canoe or is this a
Rowboat or
kayak?
Kayak.
Okay, canoe. Great.
It needs
Canoe.
it needs to be synchronized for that extra level of
Oh,
levity.
that's actually sort of perfect for Liza.
Wait, is not a kayak and a canoe the same motion? But
No.
with more people?
No.
Isn't
No.
one, like,
Kayaks have 2
Kayak
paddles.
is like a
Yeah.
pedaling
Yeah, but
One
if you have
side.
multiple people, you do the same with a canoe.
No,
No,
a canoe would be like
it's
this.
more of a
and then you
turning.
have to
Not if you have
switch.
one person.
That's still how a canoe works. If you have one person, it's still
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have a kayak, it's just one paddle. So it's still the same motion. You're
a
just
kayak is
alternating.
2 separate
No.
paddles. It's back and forth.
There's a paddle on each side for a kayak, so you're always going.
Yeah, but
like
you're still
this.
making the same motion.
You're not really, because the top
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
is going to be in a different
It's
position.
this versus this.
Yeah.
The
They're
way your
different
upper body is moving is different.
Look. You found the one thing that Elsie is not good at. So, like, there you go. You did it.
They're different sports. They have to be different.
I feel like it's the
Different
same.
sports.
It's different muscle groups.
We'll take you on a boat someday. You'll see.
I grew up on the coast. I know how to do both.
Not everybody who grew up on the coast has ever been in a kayak and a canoe.
I
Yeah.
have been in a kayak. That's fair. I've just been in a canoe.
Well, kind of explains why you're so wrong.
Wow.
Brutal.
I mean, I can't argue it. You ain't wrong.
The other thing that's different about a kayak versus a canoe is where you sit in comparison to the water, like in a kayak.
Well, I mean, I know
in the
that
water.
part, but like in
To everybody
in-
else's point, your like positioning is going to be very different because like one you're up, and the other you're like low.
Yeah. I got nothing else.
Did
Where'd
Alan
Alan
make
go?
it back?
Alan went
Alan
to
had
walk
to do dog
the
walk.
doggo.
Ah.
So
I can ramble. I can do Liza ramble for another couple minutes.
Well, we could always do that section last, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's
Running. The run is the third part.
This is the third part. No, it isn't. This is actually important. Okay, we can start with
God.
the
Yeah, we start with
obstacle course.
What is the first part's the obstacle course?
Yes.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yes, there we go.
Sometimes.
It works out.
You may be in physical danger.
Don't
Why
say
am I in
anything about
physical danger?
It's just important.
Apparently, where the relay is important. That
it's
is all
important
we
that
have.
The relay is the second feature of the
Well,
the
Meg
run
didn't
is the
tell us
second
that.
feature. Yes, we just found out on live Internetavision.
Either way, we're
Internetavision.
starting with either way, we're starting with the obstacle course.
Starting with the obstacle course. So everyone kind of gears up and gets to the starting points. And what I'm going to have you guys do is roll body rolls for me.
Do
It'll
I
be a total
have?
of 3 of them.
I was gonna say, do I have a penalty for this?
For running, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, do you want us to all roll now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So just Sabrina and Pat.
So first roll was a 10.
Okay. So
Sorry.
you guys gear up waiting at the starting line. The director counts off. Ready, set, go. And you guys take off tearing through tires that you have to basically leap through to kind of get past to the other side. And I guess all that footwork you've been practicing with the judo is paying off, because you move farther than the other cabins initially. So you are outpacing. Your closest behind are pink and yellow cabin. The next is a mud crawl. So another body roll.
That's 11.
11. Me too.
Pink and yellow have caught up quick, and you guys are neck and neck going through the mud crawl. And one more is going to be a wall that you guys have to work together to get up the rope and over.
I will
That's-
probably anchor at the bottom.
Okay.
Go first and then pull me over.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you have
Then-
trouble getting up the rope, then it'd be difficult for me to give you assistance. But
Fair. Then, if that's the case, should I do my roll first? And if it goes
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Sabrina gets something?
Yeah.
With that? Okay. Oh, that's 14.
heyo,
I
would
add a
need
plus
it.
2 to your roll.
yeah, I was gonna need that, so that's a plus 4 with body, so 9.
So it's like you guys are in sync, working as a team. If you pull again, let's pull forward once again, and you're up and over that wall and tagging in Kenny for the next segment of the race.
Just tag Kenny, look back at Sabrina, and think about the fact that when Pat was helping her up, it's the first time they'd held hands.
Yay.
You're right. Oh my god, you're right. Cute. Yes.
All right.
I
So
do want to say that having a bunch of teenagers, awkward gay teenagers, do a mud crawl as a part of this is it's a choice.
It's a choice. It is, in fact, a choice. All right. So you tag in Kenny. Kenny, can you give me a body roll, please?
yeah, that's gonna be 6, 7, 8.
So Pink is struggling in the last portion, and is late to tag in. But yellow tears past you,
No.
moving forward, and Alex kind of shoots you a grin as he goes by. The same
That
Alex that you
bastard.
suplexed when you first got to camp.
Oh, you little shit.
So you are tracking your run through the woods, and then there's marked intervals with strips of colored tape on tied to trees and marked off. It's a bit of a winding path, and it does lead into further into the trees than you can really see camp behind you. But something kind of I'm gonna need you to make me what I'm calling a morale roll. That's gonna be your will.
Okay. Hey, Meg.
Yes,
I got a 3.
Jesus Christ. Alan. You know what this is?
Are you adding your stats?
Yeah, I rolled 2 1s and I have a will of 1.
Alan, this
Oh,
is what you get for
no.
shooting Finch every fucking game. So I just want you to know.
Jesus!
That's rude.
Is it rude?
It's a bit.
It is a bit. I hope.
A bit rude.
So what happens is once you hit the furthest point in this trek, the furthest point away from camp, you hear a loud crack, like the sound of a gunshot, and something collides in your chest. You look down, and all you see is red.
Whoa. Meg, that's not funny. You had that smile. That's not a funny thing.
Kenny goes down.
So there's a bit of a scramble that happens. The member behind you from Pink Cabin runs up and is like, and sees this and is like, oh my god, freaking out and asking if you're okay. And you do not feel any pain.
Yeah, it's that shock setting in. That and probably all the painkillers I'm on.
So who did I decide is the one that Dan is the one that finds you at the scene and is trying to help you out, and he's coming away with his own hands red, trying to help you, and he kind of takes a second to process it and look at it. Kind of puts it to his face, his hand to his face, and sniffs it, and looks at you, and says, it's paint.
Meg, that's not funny. Meg. Almost fucking died. That was really good.
But now, some of the counselors that were tracking this portion, you'd seen a couple of them at markers to kind of watch and make sure that things weren't going crazy with this. A couple of them have gone into the trees trying to figure out where that came from, and others are coming up to you, making sure that you're okay. And the decision is ultimately just to go back to the camp. And there's a lot of action that happens in that midst, and it's namely left up to the campers whether or not today's activity continues. Although it is of the directors and most of the counselors' opinion that it should not, and they should reconvene it today so that they can sort out what just happened.
What does that look like from the boat portion? Like, what do we see?
Oh, I was about to
We're
ask.
just chilling in a boat, waiting.
We're just-
Like, do we hear a gunshot?
We're just, yeah, I think
You
are we
hear what
still-
sounds like a faint crack.
What would it have sounded like from where we were at the start?
Very similarly, it's a crack, but it's muffled. You can tell mostly because of the distance and the amount of trees between you and the point where the shot happened was.
Just from crew boat, Liza hears that and I think assumes genuinely the worst. And like eyes go wide and she like ducks down in the boat and like goes to pull. Oh my god, I keep saying Mickey. Okay, goes to pull Mickey down with her and is like breathing rapidly, but it's like covering her mouth and urging her to do the same. And it's like trying to motion for Meg to do the same because She's sort of moving on instinct right now.
Have you spent a lot of time in a canoe?
No. How far?
Okay. So you do this.
Oh no.
What happens?
Oh no.
Probably as you pull Mickey down, we get in a funky spot with the canoe tippage,
Mhm.
and I think we're all in the water.
Oh yeah, that's fun. That makes sense.
At the water's edge, mind you, since you're.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
or like we're next to a dock. Who knows? It's not bad water, but it's
That's-
cracked
You're wet.
down and then
It could definitely be panic water, though, for Liza.
I truly, he's like, I don't even think Liza moves. She doesn't even register that we're off the boat. There's still allegedly the tiniest bit of cover, and she's trying to keep Mickey. Jesus. Sorry, I'm laughing, so I'm mixing up names.
I mean,
Mickey.
to be fair, you could flip the
Beneath that.
canoe.
oh yeah, we
Like,
can flip the
get
canoe.
cover.
That's
Yeah.
we can
No,
fix the situation.
No, and benefit. Like, if you were worried, the person, Mickey, who knows the canoe could flip it for cover. But
Yeah. I think Mickey, because like we're out in like rural state, and it would not be
State.
that unusual to hear a gun
Mm.
probably every so often, but this one seemed really close. But like,
These are still hunting woods.
So
Yeah.
I do
not
have
that
to
uncommon.
ask: is it paint or is it chalk?
Paint.
Okay.
so I think what's happening at the lake then is like
Mhm.
Mickey saying, "Hey, we're okay.
No. What if something happened?
There,
all right.
you may have been in the nurse's office, but like, there are people who hunt out here. It's fine.
What do you mean? No, but I mean, you all recently had that fight with those kids where they came back and then they actually came with worse things. That's usually what happens in situations like that. So
Those
so
those little shits would not. They were fucking weenie babies. Everything's fine. Take a deep breath. Big breath. We're gonna be fine.
Okay, it's okay. We're gonna figure out what happened in the meantime, and you can see some of the other counselors start coordinating, getting people to move back towards where the mess hall is, so that they can get a count.
okay.
We're gonna follow them, get back to the mess hall. Okay, just keep your head down. I'll keep an eye out.
Just stick with us, okay?
Okay.
This left a pretty big bruise.
Kenny.
It's
Okay.
yeah, I would think that that's gonna bruise. That hit you pretty hard.
And you just see Kenny poking it, going, poke, ow.
Don't
Ow.
poke it. Come on. Dan and the counselor help you up. Go.
how far between like Sabrina and Pat finishing the obstacle course their side between them and Kenny were they? Distance wise. From seeing it happen.
Repeat that for me.
Like, so from where they needed to hand off to Kenny to give it to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
How far were they? Like, were they able to see it or?
See what happened? No.
Okay.
But you moving back
Just turn
that
it.
way is probably the closest way to get to camp. So you would be some of the first people to see them if you stayed where you were.
Okay. Hmm.
I think as everyone starts gathering back to camp to start getting the official things in order, head count, making sure everyone's okay, I think we're gonna leave it there for tonight and see what this aftermath looks like next time. Oh. Go ahead and overlay orders, starting with Alan, to our outros before we sign
They
off.
killed Kenny, y'all.
Oh
I
my
wasn't gonna
god!
say it.
I got him.
We got him.
Hey, they got that guy named Kenny.
Those bastards. So yeah, my name is Alan, the All Seeing Eye. You guys will see me here next Sunday for Breaking Neon, and then the following Friday for the investigation of Site 117G. Please make sure to come check that out and watch the VOD for part 1. Part 2 is going to be a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I think it's King's Gambit after that. Don't really have anything else to report. You heard me go through the whole spiel on Sunday. So I am going to go ahead, pass it off to Sin.
Did not realize we were still doing popcorn. Okay. Hi, I'm Sin. Synthetic 20 on all the social media it matters, but if you're still in a dumpster fire like Twitter, then, asynthetic 20. I am going to be in Masks playing Resident Thembo on Nerds with Dice on Saturday. After that, I am going to be back here on the 20th playing Russ Walker's SP Foundation game, where I shot Kermit the Frog in the face last time. Then on the 22nd, I am going to be playing Doll.bod over on Exquisite Corpse Presents. And back on Singularity for the 24th and 26th, playing Heart of Darkness with Meg, which I'm super stoked about. I get to play Alien with the Meg Mysteria. That's like the best, right? And I think that's everything for now on the TTRPG side of streams. But in a week on next Tuesday, have this coming out, Planescape Archive, 50,000 word supplement that I wrote for the Planescape setting, releasing alongside the WotC book. Probably the first and maybe the only independent 5e supplement that I do, because I started it before the OGL, y'all. But it's there, and if you like to have a horror bent to your games, then it's definitely a game that can suit that well. And I'm also working on doing playtests for my own system, so if you want updates on that, follow me on socials as I work on my dice pool system that is low math, low prep, and high collaboration with players. Moving on, if we are popcorning, I'm going to popcorn over to Vermin.
Hello, everybody. I am the Legendary Vermin, and you can find me as Legendary Vermin on all the places on the internet that matter, which is, of course, Itch, Twitch, Tumblr, Blue Sky, Hive Social, YouTube, and I guess the bird site currently known as .com. I make TTRPGs. Please check those out on itch.io, legendary-vermin.itch.io. If you want to see me in more games coming up, I have great news. On Thursday, over on Neon Lights Roleplay, you will get to see me being tortured by Meg once again in a game called Last Transmission, where I play a one-eyed tugboat rescue captain who is too old for this shit. And then at the end of the month, on the 28th, you'll be able to see me torture Meg as I get to run Trophy Dark over on Neon Lights Roleplay. Outside of that, there's one other show that you can catch me on, and that is also a Neon Lights Roleplay. That is The World Within You. You will see that in about 4 weeks from now. So check that out. It's a Void Heart Symphony game, and it's really great. Also, I'm doing active development on No Amount of Armor right now. So keep an eye out for updates in the near future. And with that, who hasn't gone yet? I'll pass it over to Danny.
Yippee! Hi, I'm Danny, or Danny's Corner, at Animated Pizza on Twitter. If you want to see me more TTRPG stuff, tough luck for this month. But you know, I think. Oh.
Hello.
Good old Discord crash.
Yep. Since then, I don't want to hear it. Hi. Okay. I'm not gonna be. I don't think I'm in anything else this month. Stardust Ghost, the anime like mecha RPG, actually using a system that Vermin made. We're on a bit of a break right now, as our last episode was our Arc 2 finale. But you can catch all the episodes on Neon Lights Roleplay's YouTube and be there for when we start up again in November, every other Wednesday. Besides that, I stream. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Danny's Corner. I do art, I do indie games, I do Minecraft, and I play characters in the block game. Besides that, I also do art commissions. So if you want, you can give me money and I'll draw for you. Wouldn't that be cool to see the thing in your brain?
Cool.
Yeah. That's why, you know who else is hella cool? LC! Wait, LC, you didn't go already, right? Wait.
No.
LC!
Okay, just so I don't do the same thing that the last two people have done. Vermin hasn't gone, right?
No, I already went.
No, Vermin.
God damn it. It's just me left, yeah?
It's just you.
I think you're going back to Meg, yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Not that this changed anything before, knowing I was the last one, but I did have to eliminate a couple things off my calendar. Okay, I'm LC. I didn't introduce myself properly at the beginning of the stream. You can find me at Optimistics on all social media. No, I will not spell it for you. It's below in the little thing that flashes my name and my wherever I'm located. I don't know. It's usually the same on all social media.
It's up right now.
There we go. What? It's like a magic. I have a job schedule now as of today. I know my entire availability for the rest of the month, and therefore I can tell you what games I'm in. Tomorrow, you can find me in Mod Thulu on the Lost Caravan at 8 p.m. If you like watching people suffer, especially if you are in the Lost Caravan, and any mod has ever wronged you, not me, mind you, please don't give me any more villain points. I still have 3 left from fucking Call of Cthulhu week. I don't need any more. Come check us out. I will be playing Penelope's sister, Polly, who is significantly more cool than her sister. Penelope originated here on Singularity, but has died in the Lost Caravan universe. But her sister lives and does magic. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe we kill Penelope in this universe and Polly comes and wrecks everybody's shit, mainly Shock. But that doesn't matter. It'll be a fun time. Turk's DMing, GMing, Hoop's playing. If you want to kill us both, come give us villain points. And by us, I mean Hoop, not me. On the 12th, it's an impromptu game of Delta Green. The Delta Green agents need to take a break from M-Cell, so A-Cell is coming back, where I play my best girl, Agent. I have to pause for effect every time because, you know, Agent. What was her name? Agent. Why? Because it's inconspicuous, because it's just Agent. I don't know what Doc has planned for us. It's going to be a time. We'll see where it goes. We're all a bunch of assholes, just like another crew of mine, which I will talk about in a second. But first, masks. We have a second reoccurrence of our Masks crew from our impromptu game last month, where I play Auroras, the Nova playbook from Masks, and we are just gonna go back to issue 1 and start with our origins. And as I was saying, again, a bunch of a-holes. Also there too. But mostly are a bunch of a-holes from Dustgrave, which is Monday on the 16th, where I play Min, my little trash can who's having a little bit of a rage fit because somebody, her not boyfriend, decided to go and get a virus. And this virus is fucking up their relationship because he won't talk to her anymore. That is not what Dustgrave is about. The point is we're going to fuck up some shit from this crazy mad doctor scientist. If you want to see the rest of the campaign, it's a really cool module that's been recently released. And we have, I think, 1 through 3 up on YouTube. And it's a time. Foundry doesn't like me except for last episode. So if you want to skip the first 3 episodes, don't, never mind. I can't even say that. I can't even say that. Don't do that. It's a really good story. And then I'm on Old Gods of Appalachia on oh my God. On The Lost Caravan on the 23rd. And Singularity on the 28th with King's Gambit. And I'm just going to stop it right there. I've been talking for way too long. But my feral child will return after having to unfortunately miss last month. So we'll see how many times she gets shot this time. Thanks, Alan. I guess you owe me 2 this time, right?
No,
No?
just the 1. It's still the same episode. Still the same mission. As long as you get shot on every mission.
Look, I'm not going to argue with you. You want to shoot me 1 time? That's fine. Bet. I feel like I wouldn't survive 2. You're not the GM. Fail. Holly deserved it. Did.
You know what? I'm gonna yes and this one just like I did the yes and for the for the mech.
Oh my God.
There's a mech?
Anyways.
I missed a mech?
Don't worry about it.
Mech is a
I'm not.
strong word.
I'm not. You know what? Y'all do. I'm done here. That's it. That's for me until, I have Slasher Flick on High Shelf, which is going to be really fun. I've been promised death by Hoop, which is not out of the usual. And that's me for October. Any one of you could have stopped me talking at any time, and you didn't, so.
It was
We
such
were
a beautiful
involved.
train wreck.
Thank you. There was a chorus, and all I heard was sin. And I feel like that's the most accurate description of what it was. It was a train wreck. So, Meg, take it away.
Hello, everybody. I am Meg Andor Meg Mysteria. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on Itch, and Blue Sky now. Keep an eye on those as I continue to develop the system that we will be using for this game. I might do more game design streams. I might just be searching for playtesters. I don't know. Things will happen. And I keep saying that, hoping it'll motivate me to do things. As far as where you can see me coming up, you can find me this Sunday for Breaking Neon, where I get to go cause problems on purpose. Not really. I'm not really causing any problems this time. After that, well, I skipped my own game, Last Transmission. It'll be Thursday on Neon Lights Roleplay, where I get to continue to torment Vermin, as well as all the rest of my other players. Following that, there will be the 24th and the 26th with Heart of Darkness, which is the last segment of the trilogy cinematics that come with the Alien RPG. And that'll be exciting. I'm very excited for it, to be honest, knowing what I know. And then, of course, at the end of the month, on the 28th, will be Trophy Dock with Vermin, where she gets to repay all the favors that I have so kindly bestowed upon her. I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Stick around for the raid. I believe we're going to be shooting it over to the Lollygaggers. Good night, everybody. Bye. I don't know. How long are
Not
you
too
gonna?
long. Get us out of here.